Welcome to the Go Sports Podcast, a weekly sports podcast for kids by kids, where it's all sports all the time. I'm your host, Sokka. Welcome to this week's show for Wednesday, October 8th, 2025. Here are the top sports news from around the world. NFL Week 5 delivered thrilling finishes, dramatic comebacks, and a few surprising upsets that shook up the standings across the league. In one of the most electrifying matchups of the week, Trevor Lawrence led the Jacksonville Jaguars to a stunning 31-28 comeback win over the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football. Down 14-0 early, the Jaguars clawed their way back with a mix of gritty defense and clutch offense. Linebacker Devin Lloyd's pick six flipped the momentum, and Lawrence capped the night off with a game-winning touchdown run in the final seconds. The victory pushed Jacksonville to 4-1 and sent a message that they're serious contenders in the AFC. Sunday's slate featured another nail-biter as Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers edged out the Seattle Seahawks 38-35 in a wild shootout. Mayfield was nearly flawless, completing 29 of 33 passes and connecting with Emeka Egbuka for 163 yards. A last-second field goal sealed the win, despite a valiant effort from Sam Darnold and the Seahawks offense. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Vikings escaped London with a 21-17 win over the Cleveland Browns, thanks to a perfect game-winning drive by Carson Wentz and a clutch touchdown catch by Jordan Addison. Elsewhere, the Patriots stunned the Bills 23-20 on Sunday Night Football, and the Detroit Lions continued their dominant run with a 37-24 victory over the Bengals. The Titans squeaked past the Cardinals 22-21, handing Arizona its third straight loss via a walk-off field goal, a brutal NFL first. Week 5 also saw the Eagles suffer their first loss of the season, and Colts running back Jonathan Taylor added 3 more touchdowns to his league-leading total. With so many tight finishes and standout performances, Week 5 proved why the NFL remains unpredictable and wildly entertaining. The Las Vegas Aces have taken a commanding 2-0 lead over the Phoenix Mercury in the 2025 WNBA Finals, showcasing dominance on both ends of the court. In Game 1, A'ja Wilson led the charge with 21 points, helping the Aces secure a solid win and set the tone for the rest of the series. But it was Game 2 that truly highlighted Las Vegas' firepower. Jackie Young exploded for 32 points, including a finals record 21 in the third quarter, while Wilson added 28 points and 14 rebounds, marking her 25th playoff double-double. Chelsea Gray orchestrated the offense with 10 points and 10 assists, and Jewel Lloyd contributed across the board on her birthday. The Aces shot over 52% from the field and held Phoenix to just 27.8% shooting in the second quarter, turning a close game into a blowout by the fourth. Phoenix stars Kalia Cooper and Satosa Bali combined for 45 points, but the Mercury couldn't keep pace with the Las Vegas Aces' relentless scoring and defensive pressure. Now, as the finals shift to Phoenix for Game 3, the Mercury face a must-win scenario in the first-ever best-of-7 WNBA Finals format. Las Vegas, the higher seed, will host Game 5 and 7 if necessary, giving them a strategic edge should the series extend. The Aces have now won 19 of their last 20 games, including a 17-game win streak sparked by a humiliating 53-point loss earlier in the season. That setback galvanized the team, and they've been nearly unstoppable since. With Wilson and Young in peak form and Gray running the show, Las Vegas looks poised to repeat as champions unless Phoenix can engineer a dramatic turnaround at home. The 2025 MLB playoffs continue to deliver high-stakes drama as the division series reaches a boiling point. 4 teams, the Brewers, the Blue Jays, the Dodgers, and the Tigers, are now 1 win away from clinching the championship series berth, while their opponents face elimination. In the American League, the Seattle Mariners squandered a golden opportunity to close out the series against the Detroit Tigers. After jumping out to a 3-0 lead in the 4th inning, Seattle's pitching unraveled in the 5th. The Tigers erupted for 9 unanswered runs, sparked by Dylan Dingler's RBI double, a clutch pinch hit from Jahmai Jones, and a game-tying singles from Javier Baez. The Detroit Tigers seized control in the 6th with a towering home run from Riley Green and a 2-run blast from Baez, ultimately cruising to a 9-3 win. The series is now tied 2-2 with a winner-take-all Game 5 set for Friday at T-Mobile Park. Meanwhile, the Toronto Blue Jays hold a 2-1 edge over the New York Yankees, despite a fierce comeback by the Bronx Bombers in Game 3. Aaron Judge's 3-run homer helped erase a 5-run deficit, keeping New York hopes alive. Over in the National League, the Milwaukee Brewers lead the Chicago Cubs 2-0, and the Los Angeles Dodgers are up 2-0 against the Philadelphia Phillies. Both teams are poised to sweep their way into NLCS. The 2025 Cricket Women's World Cup is in full swing across India and Sri Lanka, showcasing thrilling performances and fierce competitions among the world's top teams. With 31 matches scheduled between September 30th and November 2nd, the tournament has already delivered standout performances, including Australia's commanding 107-run win over Pakistan and South Africa's 6-wicket triumph over New Zealand. India, the host nation, has started strong but faces mounting pressure on its top order batting. Despite wins against Sri Lanka and Pakistan, key batters like Smriti Mandhana, Pratika Rawal, and Jemimah Rodriguez have struggled to find form, forcing the middle and lower order to rescue the innings. Players like Deepti Sharma, Amanjot Kaur, and Richa Ghosh have stepped up, but with crucial clash coming against South Africa, India will need its star batters to deliver. South Africa, meanwhile, rebounded from an early loss to England with a dominant win over New Zealand, thanks to century from Tasman Prince and effective spin bowling from Nonkululeko Mulaba and Chloe Tryon. Australia remains the team to beat, continuing its unbeaten streak against Pakistan with a 16-0 record in ODIs. Beth Mooney's century powered the Australians to 221-run total, and their bowlers dismantled Pakistan for just 114 runs. England also impressed with a 4-wicket win over Bangladesh, led by Heather Knight's composed 79-run knock. As the tournament progresses, fans can expect more high-stakes matchups, including India vs South Africa in Visakhapatnam and Sri Lanka vs England in Colombo. With unpredictable weather and spin-friendly pitches, adaptability will be key for teams aiming to lift the coveted trophy. If you haven't checked out our Women's Cricket World Cup GOAT squad, be sure to check it out on Instagram and be sure to follow. The leaderboards are posted every day at 6 p.m. PST. See you next week.